last glimpse of Ashlyn was Ashlyn standing on her front porch, waving and waving and waving. And in between waves, she waggled her thumbs in the air to pantomime texting. As soon as they were out of sight, Marin texted Ashlyn, "I know, August 14, I'll remember." And Ashlyn texted back, "And I'll remember September 3. And we'll text lots of other times too, right?" "Right. Okay, now I'm going back to bed," Ashlyn wrote. Marin slipped her phone back into her backpack and sighed. "I know, it's hard saying goodbye again," Dad said, turning out of Ashlyn's neighborhood. "But you had fun, didn't you? What all did you and Ashlyn do?" Dad had stayed so late visiting with Uncle Pete's family after the funeral that he and Marin really hadn't had a chance to talk the night before. "Did you go to Mudlow's?" "No, we didn't really feel like ice cream," Marin said. "Not after the last time," she added silently in her head. "Did you go to Kenner's, or did she come over to Ashlyn's? Or did you meet somewhere like the pool?" "We didn't see Kenner," Marin said carefully. "She and Ashlyn aren't friends anymore." Dad hit the brakes so hard that Marin jolted forward and then back. He jerked his gaze toward the clock on the dashboard screen, which now read 5:05. "Okay. It is way too early for you to go over and see Kenner now, but we could go park somewhere and sleep in the car for a few hours, and then you could have some time with Kenner," Dad said. "As long as we leave by noon, we could still be home by, let's see." "Dad, what are you even talking about?" Marin asked. She rubbed her neck. Was this how people got whiplash? "It's ridiculous for you to be so close by and not see Kenner," Dad said. "And maybe it would be good for her if—" Marin's stomach gurgled just at the thought of seeing Kenner. "Dad, Kenner and I aren't friends anymore either," Marin said. "She was mean to me and Ashlyn. Like a bully. It's good we aren't friends anymore." Could Marin say that now only because it was so early in the morning and still dark in the car, and because there was no other way to stop Dad from forcing her to see Kenner? Or could she say it only because she and Ashlyn had made up? It felt a little like she was tattling, and a little like she was confessing, but mostly it just felt like she was telling the truth. "Oh, Marin," Dad said quietly. "Do you want to tell me more about—" "No," Marin said, the word jumping out before she had time to think. Dad went back to driving and didn't say anything else right away, but he reached over and squeezed Marin's knee, and that made it okay not to have a lot of words between them. They were on the highway access road where there weren't any stoplights before Dad added, "I feel like I should have seen it. I should have asked more questions. Sometimes it was such a tightrope act, being a teacher at your school and being your dad." "Dad, you shouldn't have asked me more questions," Marin protested. This time Dad laughed and ruffled her hair, but he got serious again right away. "Then I'll tell you something. I think this is okay to say now. Evidently, Mrs. Luska knew some of this, so I'm not violating confidentiality. I did know Kenner was having a rough time last school year. All the teachers knew." It was on the tip of Marin's tongue to say, "Well, yeah, she was mean all the time. That is rough." But the teachers wouldn't have seen or heard that. Kenner made her cruelest comments when adults weren't around. So Marin asked instead, "Dad, what do you mean?" Dad kept his eyes directed straight ahead, staring out the windshield. "Her parents were having problems, fighting a lot. So when Kenner started having stomach aches last fall, they thought it was just stress. But then her parents were doing better, and Kenner was still sick, so they took her for medical tests. For a long time, there weren't any answers, and the possibilities kept getting scarier. Cancer was one of the things they tested for." "Kenner has cancer?" Marin reeled back, almost as if Dad had hit the brakes again. "No," Dad said. "Thank God, no, nothing like that. I guess there were some false positive tests along the way, and some doctors who told her she was imagining the whole thing. But Kenner doesn't have anything life-threatening. She just has some food allergies that weren't showing up in the usual ways." The worst problem is that she can't have ice cream anymore.